I was looking forward to tonight. And then now, like 4 games in, I'm like, I don't know why. Why was I looking forward to tonight? What's up, Zap? But yeah, the biggest buff a ship ever received was Mikhail Kutuzov. When they turned Mogami into dog shit, and that word I'm using deliberately, when they turned 155 Mogami into dog shit, they made Kutuzov a god at the same time. Huh. We nerfed the tech tree ship and buffed the hell out of the premium ship. Wonder what our motivation for that could have been. Oh God, Zap. These teams. Madre de Dios. All right. So I got no carrier to deal with. That's good. I do have 2 radars to deal with. That's not so good. I do outspot everything on the opposing team. That's good. Except for the enemy Asashio, who turns out to be Gabe. That's not so good. So, it's a mixed bag here, but let's see what we can do with it. You ain't kidding, Hetman. You ain't kidding. It is definitely a, I'm really glad I have booze tonight. I just so happen to have brought the bottle, right? I brought the bottle to show you guys the pretty artwork, but at this point, I'm heading for a refill. Let me tell you. And see, Nascimento, if that's the case, go play co-op. Seriously, right? Like, co-op exists for grinding out snowflakes, not randoms. Like, when I play random, I want to play random and, like, fight things. Not watch suicidal psychopaths ruin my game, right? If you suicided co-op, nobody cares, right? Like, we all laugh at you, but nobody cares. It's just bots. All right, guys, check this out. We're going to do some team play.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Can't leave my ride behind.
I know, Nascimento. I know. I know. Zoop with the raid! Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? How are you doing, sir? Alright, we want to give these about 10, 15 more seconds. Fair enough, Sath. But my point is simply that ultimately nobody really cares if you suicide in co-op. They really don't, right? It's just co-op at the end of the day. I think I'm going to put 1 into the Iowa, maybe? Yep. He took 1. He's not going to take another. He's going to barely miss the second salvo. That's a naked Iowa. It's curious, don't you think? Oh, hi, Shira. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
In co-op, Seth? That's depressing. That makes me super sad. Looks like I'm going to catch the Marco with one, maybe. Actually, might turn into a second one? No, just missed the second one. However, if the Iowa lives, which he doesn't, that's a shame. All right, this Marco's going to have to lead the cap. I'm going to get my gun slipped and push up a bit. Marco's going to turn around, is he? Is he now? I feel like I need to hold this salvo right now. This Marco does not seem to know where he's going. And right now, if I lead them out there, they're going to meet off the map. So I need to wait and see what he does. Is it really Castle? All right. I have not seen much of that yet. I'm going to dump these out here, but I'm not expecting a whole lot out of them. We'll just see what happens. Let's go to mid and be a jerk.
Can't leave my ride behind.
One of the things that I like about Asashio, right, is that this ship, what she does really well is spotting. The struggle is that if you're not in a div or a team that understands or knows how to take advantage of that, sometimes that ability is wasted. But she's really good at it. I see this Nelson in the middle of the board. Should say hi to that guy. Oh, never mind. He did. Well, these are all going to miss, but they're still going to kill the Marco, so it don't really matter. Ooh, I got to get out of here.
Welcome.
This Carno could run me down.
Jurassic Park.
Tanker with the follow. Welcome in. Thank you so much. All right, so we got left Vlad and Flandre. All right, well, let's go get up into the B cap and harass the bejesus out of these guys, huh? Our Dalian is going to die. What is he, the tier 9? Tier 9. All right. All right, now the Wichita, the radar has moved up here. Yep, there it's up now. They've radared the schoonia. The schoon. Vlad is trying to move up. Sith gifting the sub to Zath. Zath not subscribed to my channel. I've been subscribed to Zath for 2 years. And he's not subscribed to my channel. I see how it is. I see how it is. It's nice to know where you rank, right? It's nice to know where you rank in the grand scheme of things.
Good gas mileage.
Found Gabe. I didn't say you could cap. Uh-oh. Oh, Vlad. Oh, Vlad, sir. I'm not sorry. Get wrecked. Notice how he hasn't replied yet. Yeah, he got called out, but he hasn't replied. Why is that, I wonder? Hmm.
Can't leave my ride behind.
One of these torpedoes had better hit that stupid Vlad. That's all I'm going to say. I just fired a whole bunch of them. Hold on. I'll go face spot, Gabe. Oh, I think I got him. I think I've got him, kids. Get wrecked. Oh, he magically found another repair. Gabe bailed out of the cap, I see. Well, that makes one of us, Alpha. That makes one of us. After experiencing a game at Gillette, I can't root for the Pats ever again, as long as I live. I thought Yankee fans were obnoxious, and then I had the misfortune of actually going to an NFL game at Gillette. That burned out my desire to ever attend another NFL game, ever. So, yep, Pats fans, amazing.
And it got such good gas mileage.
Hi, Gabe. Oh, the secondaries got him anyway. Ouch. I have not been to Philly, actually. I've been to 2 NFL games in my life. So a number of years ago, this would have been 2012. 2012 sounds about right. I was living in Newfoundland, and a buddy of mine who was up there with us, a fellow Saints fan, was like, "Hey, I've got this crazy idea. The Saints are playing at the Meadowlands on a Sunday, and then the Texans are playing Monday Night Football in Boston the day after. Why don't we put together a trip?" This is second weekend of December, maybe. So why don't we put together a trip to New York, and we'll take the train to Boston. And so we fly to New York, we spend a day, we go to the football game, we get up on Monday, we take the train to Boston, we go to the football game, we get up on Tuesday, we fly home. I was like, okay, sure, I'm in, let's do this. So that's what we did. And the game in New York was a ton of fun. New York fans weren't obnoxious jerks. But then we had, and I think the Saints might have actually won that game. I don't remember, if I'm honest. But we got on the train, went to Boston. I love Boston. To me, Boston is one of the best cities in America. I think Boston is amazing. And We got up, we spent the day in Boston, we played with Big Tourist, I had a great time. Then we got on the train to go to the football game, dressed in our Texans gear. And that's when the fun started. Now, it didn't help that the Texans played like dirt, because remember, this was in the Gary Kubiak era, and Gary Kubiak's idea of calling it exciting offensive play was, hey, let's run the ball. And there was a point at this game when they were down 4 touchdowns, and Gary Kubiak's idea of brilliant, let's make up this deficit play calling was, hey, let's run the ball. So, I mean, the Texans got absolutely embarrassed on national television, and I had to sit in the stadium and watch it. And I paid a pretty penny for those tickets, let me tell you. So, after that experience, I basically was like, that's the last NFL game I'll ever attend. And part of it was the game, and part of it was the Massachusetts fans were the rudest, most obnoxious people I have ever encountered. And this is from somebody who loves Boston. I expected worse in New York. The Giants fans at the stadium, we were in our Saints gear. They were like, welcome, guys. Glad you're here. They were awesome, right? They were fabulous. The Massachusetts fans, the Patriots fans, were flaming massholes. Absolutely unbelievable. I was floored. You have to remember, I come from a part of the world, right? Texas, the South, where we consider hospitality to be a big deal. Now, that's not to say there aren't jerks. There are always jerks. But my point is, when we would have people visit our stadium in high school, right? We would go through the, hey, welcome, glad you're here, let's have a great game, whatever. When I see opposing fans down at Minute Man, I go to Astros games, right? You high five them, you say, hey man, we hope, we want to win, obviously, but we're glad you're here to root for your team. You wouldn't believe how many Braves fans were at World Series Game 1. There were a ton of Braves fans at that game, right? They had a blast. Of course, they won that game. That's part of the reason they had a blast. But part of the reason they had a blast is because when people come to our stadium to root for the other team, I mean, we drown them out. We try to drown them out when they cheer, but like, we don't pour beer on them and act like jackholes, right? But that's definitely totally not a problem that the Massachusetts crowd has. They love to treat opposing fans like jerks. And I didn't know how to react. I'd never experienced it before in my life. So, that experience, Ruprecht ended up with a Kraken. Take one of these, sir. And just, of course, Texans. Like, why am I spending money on a franchise that's run this badly? I don't care about the NFL anymore.